we are at the moment leaving PE and going through to Craddock and Mountain Zebra National Park.
Yeah, super excited. It's going to be very hot. Checking the weather, it's going to be really, really hot in Mountain Zebra as it was in Edo. Yeah, so off to the next adventure. Is that we've had so much variation of Storms River National Park, and then we kind of had like a safe haven in PE where we could charge up everything, refuel ourselves,
Be with family.
Then we had Edo for 3 nights, which is absolutely amazing as it always is. Yeah, super looking forward to it. We've had such incredible sightings at Mountain Zebra
in the past.
So
We've only been there once in summer though. We've been there in winter.
the anticipation of getting back there and maybe expecting the same as what we had the last time.
We've had so many good sightings there.
So yeah, super excited to see what we're going to encounter.
And we're in the park.
We were so excited to come back to the Mountain Zebra National Park. It remains one of our favourite parks. Despite it being rather small in size, it really has so much to offer. We've had some of our very best experiences there, and on a personal note, I was particularly looking forward to this part of our trip the most. The staff at Mountain Zebra National Park are very kind and accommodating, and as a sand parks, they really are trying to appeal to be more as a destination rather than a stopover, because it is a common stopover as it is close to the N1. Personally, I think their strategy is working because it is the kind of park that we would make a destination. We arrived at the park mid-morning and dropped off our trailer at a campsite before going out for our first drive. Our time at Mountain Zebra on this trip, like it was with Addo, was relatively quiet. It was extremely hot while we were there, and because of that, we don't have as many interesting sightings to show you from this trip alone. So what we decided to do, as we did with Addo, is to incorporate some of our highlights and some of our greatest sightings at the Mountain Zebra National Park from the past into this trip and into this video. In this episode, we'll share some of our fabulous night drive sightings. This is footage we've taken over 3 separate night and sunset drives that we've done in the Mountain Zebra National Park. And to be quite honest, of all the parks we've been to, we have done more sand parks, night drives in this park than any other. On our night drives, we've had some incredible sightings. One memory that stands out is watching an aardwolf run away from the vehicle as we approached. My husband got this incredible photograph, but when you watch it at normal speed, you realize how fast everything happened.
It
He's on a mission.
I can smell something.
Yeah.
She was right along that bridge, maybe. Oh, now he's.
Did everyone get a visual at least?
It's like, now you see me, and now you don't. The kids absolutely love it. Big and fluffy. That's the aardwolf. That's the mum.
Hansing. He's looking for these thing.
He's focusing on his mom.
Mm.
His mom has promised him something.
Feeling a bit threatened.
Sometimes you actually find them out of the den as well. Right, there's the aardwolf that you want to see. You see when you walk, you similar build the body like the aardwolf, like the hyena. The hind legs is shorter.
Can't understand why it's the middle of the day sitting.
Baby,
Oh my.
puppy.
See?
It looks similar like the hyena
Yeah.
because they are a family of them.
Is that a hare?
Click, eh?
Yeah.
It's like a rabbit.
They're sleeping in barrels actually.
Cute. You want the
That they dig for themselves. They have actually very short front legs
Yeah.
that they use for the digging of the barrel and also to feed.
Oh, look how cute he is.
The long tail is there to balance it.
I mentioned earlier how much I was specifically looking forward to this part of our trip and our Cape adventure. And one of the reasons I was looking forward to the Mountain Zebra National Park was they do have particularly beautiful nights. You know, there's not very much night pollution. The closest town is Craddock, and it's a relatively small town. But for the most part, you get some beautiful starry skies. So it was beautiful to be there. Under the stars and with all the night sounds that come with the dark. The Ubejani Loop. We also want to show you some of our incredible footage that we've had of the black rhino in the Mountain Zebra National Park. We've seen it on a few occasions, and we won't say when and where we saw this footage, but we do think it's important to share the incredible sightings we've had. They are beautiful, and it does remind us how rare and incredible these species are. These sightings are a privilege, and we want to share it, but we also want to be responsible. We spent a lot more time in camp during this trip, and we were really fortunate to see so many birds right in our campsite. It really was in many ways as pleasant inside camp as it was out of camp, most especially if you enjoy birding. There are 2 walks inside the main rest camp which are fenced in, and the last time we were there we had done the shorter walk with the kids. This time we didn't have the kids with us, so we packed up and got ready to go and do the longer hike, which was really quite beautiful. You start both the walks at the pool area and they split up, and the one is shorter and just goes on a lower walk, and the second goes right to the very top of the nearby rocks and hill, which overlooks quite a far distance of the Mountain Zebra National Park. It was really beautiful. It's a lot steeper and a lot more challenging, but it really is worth it. Something we noticed on this trip that we don't remember seeing before were these really beautiful little signs, not only on the hike that we did, but also on the long drives where there would be a viewpoint, and they would make a point of having just a little sign really reminding you to be mindful and present and listen and just absorb nature. It was really quite nice to see these little encouraging signs which just always remind you to pay attention to where you're at. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time in our next episode.